Hi everyone, Letty here. Welcome to #CraftyGoals 2023. This is another 12 by 12 paper pack smash, and this is by Carta. It's called Flora #1, and I made tons of cards. So welcome back everyone. So part of my #CraftyGoals 2023 is to smash 12 by 12 paper packs or pads. And so I took this one out of my stash because I noticed I was at the end of August and I realized I didn't do as bad as I thought I had, even though I took the month off. I ended up meeting 5 of my 7 goals for the month. I just did not mail out enough cards and do enough videos, but otherwise I met all of my goals. And so the one thing that I did is on the very last day of the month, I smashed this Flora #1 by Carta because I wanted to try to make as many projects as I could, even though I had sort of taken the month off. This one was when I got on clearance, $274 from Hobby Lobby. This was probably about a year, maybe 2 ago. And this one is a smaller paper pack because it only had the 9 double-sided sheets and then the sticker sheet as well. And so this is the collection again from Carta. I had picked it up on clearance. It's not available at Hobby Lobby right now, but you might still be able to get this from Echo Park or Carta. So here are my sections, and it does have 2 different sort of themes. You've got this lighter pink theme that has the pinks, the greens, and the blacks. And so this is just stunning. And the reason why I pulled this out, even though it's very floral, I thought that these would be perfect for fall floral cards. So I really liked the really dark muted colors, the darker colors in this. And so I thought that would be great for some card sets. And then this is the more pinkish, as far as brighter pink, bolder pink. It's not pastel pink. And so again, I think these would work for, fall cards. And so they have more mustards and purples and sort of olive greens. And I thought it just kind of worked. And so I smashed this whole pad on the last day of the month. And then I did finish some of the embellishments at the very few first days of the month. It does come with a sticker sheet. You see here, you've got a ton of alpha numeric characters, lots of little sentiments and greetings, and then some strips as well. So again, Flora #1 by Carta, really pretty fall color palette here. We've got 2 main sort of color palettes, a lighter one and then a darker pink. So I have already smashed this pad. I've finished my cards. I did not use the sticker sheet. So this will go back into my stash, but I'm still going to consider this smashed because I have pretty much no paper left. This is what I have left over, which is pretty much branding strips. And so whenever it is just the branding strip, I don't really consider that usable, or if the scrap is real small, I don't worry about it. So I ended up making 7 sets of 6 count cards. And so I did recently do a video on these. This was the first set that I did. So the one thing that was different on these is I added this little strip on it. When you cut these mats down, you actually will have a strip at the very top section of your 12 by 12 paper. And I cut that in half and then cut it down to 4 inches. And that's what it gives me these. And so I have 3 different sentiments. I've got hey you, sending hugs, and thanks a lot. You've got 2 of each of the cards, very similar to the way that I did my other card sets. And so these are the next round that I did. But again, I did this set first on the last day of August. And then I came back and did the fall market, I think, was the other paper collection from Carta. I think these are fun and they're very easy to make. I ended up making 7 6 count card sets, 42 cards total there. Then I did 12 A2 size cut apart or scrap cards. I did also add some scraps on the insides of the cards. Those are some of the branding strips. I did add some glossy accents just to make some of the front areas of the card shine. So I added them to pretty much every single card. I cut that one down from a 4x6 cut apart, just cut it down to 4x5 1/4. You see there the glossy accents, super shiny. And then these were from 4x4 cut aparts. I did also add a little scrap at the bottom. I did some doodle lines, just hand drew them in. I did add some glossy accents here. You probably can't tell as much, but I did add some as well as on all of these cards. And so these are my scrappy cards, as I call them, just because I used my scraps and my cut aparts. Look at all the shine on that. That's the glossy accents. I did add some at the bottom too, did some more doodle lines on these. I had done it without the doodle lines and I thought they just needed like a little bit of something extra. And so I went for it and I do think that it works. So these are my final cards. And then these were from 3x4 cut aparts. I layered 2 together, flipped one around, and then added a mat and then did some doodle lines. My mats are 4 inches by 5 1/4, which is just like a standard A2 mat. Again, I added lots of glossy accents on some of them, and then some of them I left a little more plain. I did add some little dots on the back of that one. So, and then I did add scraps on the inside. So 54 total cards, 12 A2 cut apart cards, 7 6 count card sets. Again, using the Carta Flora #1 12 by 12 pack that I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby for #CraftyGoals 2023. So thanks for visiting, everyone. I hope you subscribe, like this video, follow me on Instagram. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got a ton of inspiration. Happy crafting.